Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. The question is asking, are you allowed to pray in garments that are tight? Now the ulama from the four madhabs are kind of like agreed on what we're about to say. He said that the Malikiya have said that there is a more dislike, they have shown more karaha. But the masala is split into two. They have said if the skin color can be seen, meaning if the garment is that tight and the skin color can be seen, then the salah is not valid. This is because the awrah is not covered. However, if the garment is tight but the skin color cannot be seen, but we can see the shape of the person's, awrah, etc., then they have said that the salah is sahih, but the person, he has done something which is makruh and disliked. He has done something which is prohibited, but the salah is valid. And like we said before, the Malikiya have said that the person's salah is valid, but there is a more, emphasis and dislike on that. So this is the tafsir, and these are the details on the mas'ala. There is one thing which remains, which is obviously garments that didn't exist then, which are so tight that the thing that is supposed to be covering is as if you can see it. Na'udhu billah. And in that scenario, the ulama have said the salah is not valid. Salah is not valid because you can clearly see and it's being defined. So here what they are basically saying is that if it is tight, but it's actually covering you, like trousers nowadays and things like that, and slim fit shirts and things like that, then the salah is valid, but they have said that there is kirah in it, and like we have said that there is a stronger kirah with the Maliki. If it is so tight, or if your garment is so transparent, if it gets wet or something, this is important because sometimes the person is wearing a loose garment, but when he does wudu or something like that, the awrah, we're not talking about any other part, we're talking about the awrah that needs to be covered, can perhaps sometimes be seen, and they have said the salah is not valid in that case. But then the third scenario is that it's become so tight, so tight that it's actually showing and defining the awrah in detail, and the ulama have said that person's salah is not valid because they are not considered as being covered, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands it in the Quran, وَثِيَابَكَ فَطَهِّرْ, according to interpretation of that, is purify your garments, meaning cover your awrah. خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ masjid, take your zina, meaning cover your awrah, عِنْدَ كُلِّ masjid, meaning in every salat. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes the salah the comfort of our souls. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على محمد.